And it goes on and on and on. Very, very nice song. Very easy chord progression. Have a look at my other Christmas tutorials. Links below. Very easy chords. Let me show you what they are. We'll do it in numbers, so you can do it in any key that you want. My favourite key is E flat. Nice Christmas key. But anyway, the chords are very simply, as always, 1. Chord 6, but I'm playing it in a fancy way, which I'll show you in a moment. Here's just an A7. D minor 7, of course. And G7. There's a nice little tension on the major 7. And then it's interestingly going up to a 4. Just directly. So it's going 1, 6, 2, 5. And then straight onto 4. Minor on the 4, but with a major 7. And then 3, 3. And it's quite nice. You could just go 6, 2, 5, but it sounds nice to go here after the 4. To just drop down to the flat minor 7. Just the right hand's playing the minor because it's a melody note. Drop down, drop down. Now here you can just go to a G7. 1 again. And then a 2, 5, 1 onto the 4. F is the 4th. It's 2, 5, 1. G minor 7. G7, up a 4 to that F, minor again, melody note is a 9, which is very nice, and then a 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, E minor 7, A7, 2, D minor 7, G7, that's it, it's just another jazz song with 1, 6, 2, 5 and a floating 2, 5, 1 onto F, which is very nice. So the nice couple of chords I was using there, for example, on the A, or the first chord is a 6th chord. Major 7 I think is a bit too romantic, but you can. It's nice, but just a bit more Christmassy on that 6th chord. Now here is an A7 chord. You've got the 7 on the bottom, 3 in the middle, and the 5 on top for the melody, which is touching on this F, which you'd actually call a flat 13, but let's not get too complicated. D minor 7. Here you can just quickly touch on a 9. And the 11. These are just notes from the major scale. 8, 9, 10, 11. Just quickly touch on it. Now the G chord, when it goes like this, very, very nice chord. It's the 13th chord again. A bit like the A1, but on the G. So 7, 3, and the 13, or 6. Sounds quite nice. And you can put the 9 in here as well. So you can do all that stuff in the left hand. Play the melody up here, for example. It's on the screen, isn't it? Yeah, but mainly on the left hand, I'm emphasising here. Just touch of the 9 there. Very nice. Now you're on F. F major 7 does work here, I think. And if you play it here, you can put the 9 on your thumb, because the left hand's playing the F. So you can just raise that to the 9. You can put the minor in the bass. I don't think I did that, but you can. Which is quite nice. F minor, major 7. Another chord that you can put here, which sometimes happens when you go up a 4, in other words, C has gone up to F, and then it can go up again to B flat, but you can put you can put a nice 13-9 here as well. So that also works because it's almost the same notes as the F minor major 7 in a way. You just got the 9 here, the 6 here, the 5 here, the minor here in the key of F. But you're just playing it with a B flat in the bass. It sounds more like a B flat 13 with a 9. So that's A flat, C, D, and G. So your choice really. Or with the A flat in the bass and the minor major 7. I kind of prefer that one more. And then you just land on a 3. E minor 7, E flat minor 7, D minor 7. If you want to make that even more complicated, then you'd put the 9 on it, so you'll play the 9 and the 11, a bit more jazzy there. And you're just dropping down like this. But the last one, you don't want it to be minor. You want it to be a dominant 7, I think is good here. And on top, you'll put the 9, and this is a sharp 11. 8, 9, 10, 11 sharpened. So after the F. Lovely sound. And then you do another 2, 5, 1, I think. So that's it. On the G minor 7, you can put the 9, which is actually the melody note. So you've got the 5 here, 9 on top is a melody note. It's lovely. Put the 11 in if you want to as well. And then when you play the C7, you can keep the A on top because it's a 13, and put the D flat here, which is a flat 9. So, here I played a root at the bass and a minor on top. Major 7 again. See how that minor major 7 works? The melody note is a 9. And then it's, yeah, 6 here, so let me just do that again. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to put a 3 in here, but I'm playing it as a half diminished. And you just follow along with the melody in that way. Or you can just land on the A directly, but definitely get used to this chord, because you can also use that a lot in jazz. I just want to finish the video, just to round it up to around whatever it's going to be, to give you a couple of little jazzy ideas. And as always, the best way to improvise is to use the chord tones. But on this one, just to make it a bit more bluesy, a bit more Christmassy bluesy, I'm going to give you the blues scale again, which I think I did in the other one. And you can use that throughout the whole song, basically, apart from don't play blues scales on the major 7 chord on the F. So you're not going to, because it just doesn't quite work. But for everything else you can, on the C6 chord, on the, if you play an E half diminished, you play the A13 or the A flat 13 chord here, or just A7. It works on the D minor 7, it'll work on the G13. Just the notes of C blues, and kind of all the white notes, really, if you want to say it that way. All the notes in the key of C. I don't know how to say white notes, but all the notes in the key of C are going to work. So very, very basically, of course, you just make little patterns of little notes, little groups of melodic ideas. So let's just start from the G7, G13 there. So the melody, of course, would be, just look at the left hand. Now in there, just that 1 for 2 beats, 6 for 2 beats, 2 for 2 beats, 5 for 2 beats, I might just put a little bit of stuff up here. So I might kind of go from the beginning. And then we're going to go on to that F. So the chord tones of F major 7, F, A, C, E. You can put the G because it's a 9. So just, you put the D in it as well. That's a 6. It's very nice. So as we get onto the F, I'm going to just do just some notes like that. But I'm seeing it in the key of F. I'm looking at, it's a 9, 7, 6, 5, 4. On the minor part, I'm going to obviously avoid the A. But the 9 still works. So I'm just going to mainly ignore the A because that's the 3rd. The chord is minor, so it's not going to sound very nice. So it has to be an A flat. So that's kind of the idea. I'm just literally looking at the blues scale of C throughout the whole thing, and then occasionally I'll just pick out a chord tone that my left hand is playing. I'll do it really slowly here. So I'm going to go F, A here, G, flat 9 because it sounds nice, passing tone up to F, chord, but I'm going up to the C because that's in the chord, up to the 9, down to the minor, down to the 9, back up to the major 7. You see what I mean? That's just the idea. Don't make it too complicated. So again, without thinking. So she's gone to F there. So here I'm just playing some notes from the minor. And then those two notes that I talked about earlier, 9 and the sharp 11. Now we're on this G minor thing, so I'm just going to maybe highlight the notes of interest. So I might just go 9, 11, and then on the C13, keep going, because that little riff works. I'm not sure how many beats it is. It's only one beat each, so you have to do it once for G and once for C. Anyway, you get the idea. So maybe mainly notes of the chord. Keep the notes of that blues scale in mind, because they just work everywhere. See, they all work over the C, A, D and G, but not on F, of course. F, you'll have to start taking the notes of the chord onto the minor, and then you're back onto the blues stuff. So mess around with that, and you'll have hopefully a very bluesy Christmas song to be played, and you'll have it ready in time for Christmas. So there you go. That's the next Christmas song. As always, likes, comments, subscriptions are always welcome. Have a look at my video management website, Waterpin and Syllabus, that's Patreon, and all my playlists, and I'll see you in the next video. All the best, and bye for now.